one and all. Welcome to Let's Spend the Night Together. I am Dante, your hostess, preferably with the mostest. With me, as always, is the elusive battleship to my Galactica, colleague, cohort, and co-conspirator. I know that was a stretch.
Oh, man.
The beautiful Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, say hello.
Ahoy, hoy. I was going to say like a catchphrase from Battlestar Galactica, but I don't know any from that
Let's
show.
talk about stars and space and stuff.
Laser beams.
You're getting warmer.
Hi, I'm Craig.
For those new listeners who stumbled upon this, you might be asking yourself, what is this crazy thing?
Yeah. This crazy, funny, special thing that I've stumbled on.
This is
so good.
It's so sweet. This is a late night chat show where we discuss a wide variety of topics and news. Primarily, we focus our attention on pop culture, music, religion, sex, drugs, and the work of actor/director Alan Alda.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, are we going to talk about Big Daddy Alan today.
Hawkeye, we love you.
We have a new segment, Craig, where we're going to be tackling...
Because this podcast actually might end. We might even cut it off right now and just start up our brand new Alan Alda podcast. It's more important.
That's a threat that you should take very seriously. As always, if you are offended by anything you hear, we hope you'll keep an open mind. Mm-hmm. And remember, these are just jokes.
Yeah.
And with that, let the games begin. No, I don't know. It's just after that, it's some, you know, it's like I'm
now
going to let the fucking...
saying
Yeah, now we're going to let the rain pour out.
Shit. Yeah.
And you're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Who's going to drop the first C-bomb?
Now we're going to start... Well, we've already talked about Sandy Hook and all kinds of stuff on this show, so...
Yeah, this is a very interesting show.
Yeah. It is.
I just want to get right to it, Craig. We might as well get right to our award-winning, illustrious, internationally known...
This is an illustrious
segment. And we like to talk a little bit about music history. Both of us know a little thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to playing harp.
Yeah.
Playing a harpsichord. Maybe strumming the guitar.
You're a good harpsichord player, and I'm a good auto harp player.
Thank you. You know what I never understood? The keytar. Why did it go away? I thought it was such a hit.
Oh my god.
We're talking, I know it's only rock.
I thought it was going to take over guitar.
Yeah?
Take its place.
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, eventually. I mean, if the robots, if things keep going the way they're going to go, it's going to be...
Guitar will take over?
It's going to be T2. I think that's like the preferred instrument. Of
Donald Trump plays guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
He plays everything else.
Mm-hmm.
He plays underwater 4D chess.
All his friends tell him he's the best.
He always wins.
Underwater
he's like
4D chess.
Lex Luthor, where he's playing like 4 people at chess at a time.
And he like...
As he's eating his McDonald's.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Or supposedly, there's was it like the Fire and the Fury? Michael Wolff, this guy, he wrote a book about
Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah, the first year of Trump, right? And he was saying that Trump, the glorious God Emperor Trump, and he was saying that Trump insisted on eating fast food because he knew that it was pre-made, so it wouldn't be poisoned.
Really?
Yeah.
He insisted on it.
Yeah. I would just say maybe he's just, he has a Mac attack.
Maybe he just Maybe he just sees the golden arches and he can't say no.
He's like, I have to buy that. Yeah. Better yet, I'll just...
Well, I know that it's not contaminated. Well,
yeah, I love the idea of that. Well, it's pre-made. Right. Well, can't they, like...
We can, Mr.
There's
President,
other ways.
We can get you whatever kind of food... Yeah, you're right. It'd be safest to just go with the Big Mac. 3 Big Macs.
It's like, well, you're worried about poison. What about your arteries? Like, those are eventually going to clog up if you're eating buckets of KFC and Arby's on Trump Force One. Godspeed, sir.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
God. Donald Trump, the one thing about him as a president to me, he reminds me a lot of Bill Pullman's president that he played in Independence Day. It's very...
Very patriotic. He made me a lot
On this day, July 4th, the people of Earth stand as one.
We decided to say no against the alien invasion.
They have the big heads and big eyes. And they fly these ships with telepathic technology. Anyway,
but we have American gumption.
Yeah, but we have.
When I was watching that in theaters, I stood up and started to clap and applaud. Thank you, Mr. President.
Saluted, and a tear came out of my eye.
Yeah, Bill Pullman's never
President
hit
Pullman.
such heights in his career.
Yeah,
it's a pity. All right, rock and roll. But I like it. Nicely done, nicely done. We always love to talk about music history here on the show. Let's spend the night together.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories are a favorite of mine. Mm-hmm. I know, Mr. Craig, they are as you as well.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Close enough.
I have
Sounds like Shakespearean almost.
Is very into conspiracy theories.
I'm penning a new draft of Othello.
Oh my god.
So we love to talk about conspiracy theories. We're talking MACA today.
Okay.
The story comes from to us courtesy of the UK Mirror. These are 7 completely legit signs that Paul McCartney died in '66 and was replaced by a lookalike. MACA, I mean, obviously one of the best singer-songwriters of all time.
Yeah.
He's part of the Beatles.
He was the walrus.
He was the walrus.
Didn't you know? Yeah. The
Wings.
man with the bass in his hand.
He was Wings.
The left-handed bass. Yeah, he was Wings. You know what's funny is I heard the way it started. I wish I knew more about it actually, but he wanted it to be a band, but it sounds like
we're talking about Wings.
I should look it up again. Yeah, Wings. But I heard that it seriously was just him at first.
Yeah.
But it must have been a marketing thing where he was like, I want it to be Wings. And not the Wings. Wings. But it was like, he didn't even have... And then after that first album, he like put the band together and toured it. And then that was the band, was Wings.
Why do you think he allowed Linda McCartney in the band?
Yeah, she was in it. Well, that's true. It was those two were the only original members, so...
I just bring that up because...
I'm sure she did a lot of work to put that stuff together. It's a dick move,
no, that the Beatles broke up because of Yoko.
Yeah.
You know, give or take.
Yeah.
And then MACA just goes and does the same thing.
The same thing with Linda.
Whatever, I'm not gonna...
And then she was only had one leg for a while. Oh no, that was... Is that someone else? Did he get divorced?
That was another one of his wives.
Oh, yeah.
She was a sea captain. Alright.
She was a
long...
sea captain. Oh, wow.
Just don't...
How did she lose the eye and have an eye patch? Was that from something else? Same way she lost the leg?
Ringo Starr actually shot her.
Yeah.
It was Russian roulette gone bad.
Oh my god.
Alright, the long-running conspiracy theories about the real MACA dying in '66 and being replaced by a lookalike have returned. Thanks to Ringo Starr. So, number of websites are claiming that Ringo gave an exclusive interview where he said that MACA had died. Obviously, it was just a conspiracy theory. It was a satire website, news website. But
they're claiming to have an interview of Ringo with Paul,
or Ringo
like
he's spilling the beans.
Oh, okay.
He's just like, it was this other guy. I thought it was
Paul being like, yes, I'm gonna die.
I'm
gonna kill myself.
That's what it was. But these nonetheless, these are 7 signs that the conspiracy is still alive.
I mean, when you're young and your heart's an open book, you used to say, live and let live.
But now?
In this ever-changing world in which we live in?
Yeah.
It makes it...
He almost
I couldn't hold it together. The brilliant MACA, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, number 1 on the big board, Craig.
Oi.
Pepe Sylvia. We know it was him. All right. We're both.
I say Karen. Karen.
Here's some coffee. Here's a pack of cigarettes. Yeah. We're going to get down to it. We're going to fucking knock this case wide open like a cocoa nut. All right. Yeah. Number 1, crossing Abbey Road without his shoes on. Everybody knows the famous Abbey Road album cover. There it is, Craig. I'm putting it on the big board. Slap it right
If you were... ever to cross the street, if you ever see a person crossing a crosswalk with their bare feet, I mean,
that's a ghost.
They're gonna pass away at any moment. They're like, just get ready for their funeral. Clear
It's an
some
omen?
time off work. Yeah, it's a bad omen. It's a guarantee that person's not.
That's
Doesn't
like
have much left.
If you're playing
They're close
catch
to the end.
with your friends,
Yeah.
and playing baseball or whatever,
Yeah.
and then baseball blows up, and you're just like, my dad's gonna die.
What?
That's it.
How would that?
That's how
prove
Sandlot was, right?
That's-
I'm saying,
Oh, yes,
I'm saying that this is very
You're
similar.
gonna say like if your dad walks
It's an
across
omen,
the
man.
street barefoot,
Yeah.
you just try and have one last catch with him for you.
Well, that too. You should always, hey, for all the listeners out there,
Yeah.
always say, "I love you" to your loved ones
Yeah.
as they're leaving, because you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
The more you know.
The more you know. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I saw the movie Seven. That could happen to anybody.
Oh my god.
All right. So the
This
theory.
is like an uplifting kind of podcast, like
So,
inspirational
the
podcast.
theory about the Abbey Road album cover.
Yeah.
The theory
The theory is that he had bare feet.
started. It started so many conspiracy
Because he
theories.
died.
But the fact that Paul is pictured without his shoes on is often used as evidence that Macca was dead at the time Abbey Road was released in '69
dead.
and was replaced by a lookalike. Not the
David
type of
Chapman.
evidence that stands up in court, mind you.
And replaced by a lookalike?
Yeah. So the only evidence that they have is that he's dead and
Yeah.
that this is a lookalike.
Is that the Abbey Road album cover has him barefoot on it? What? Like, that's evidence?
as far as I know, that's as good as you know.
Yeah, and on the Help album cover, he's like making
to
his
be fair,
arms in a
Craig,
certain way. Like,
I mean,
putting his
how long-
arms in the air.
How long does it take
Please me.
before a person like officially goes missing? You know, like it's a cold case.
Yeah. Help! I need somebody help. Isn't it like? Is it the first 48?
Yeah, maybe this is this is taken. I don't.
Within 48 hours.
I'm trying
I
to.
don't
I'm
know,
trying to
yeah.
make this is like
The
mental
connection.
gymnastics.
Yeah,
It can't be done.
No, but that's just so funny. Yeah, it's
the
like
guy with no fucking shoes on.
Yeah, it's
he's
like,
obviously a ghost, or it's a
Right.
stand-in, right?
Right, it's like yeah, like any of their, like I was saying in the Help one, he has his arms in the shape of like an L.
Oh yeah.
So that proves he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, but where's the connection? Like, what do bare feet have to do with?
Yeah, he's spelling L,
The
so
guy
that means
being
he's
dead.
trapped in Lithuania.
Yeah,
he's
I
been
don't understand
kidnapped.
that. Maybe he didn't die. He just like Hitler. He just went to Lithuania.
What is that,
or
like
whatever,
El Salvador or
El Salvador,
somewhere?
yeah.
All
Where
right.
the Spanish teacher,
What's
Mr.
that?
Rod, he was from El Salvador.
Connection?
Yeah, could be.
Don't tell the detective who's on the case of the
El
Maca
Hitler?
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, number 2 on the big board is bass guitar wreath on Sgt. Pepper. That's all he's saying. You see anything?
His bass guitar wreath?
Yes.
Oh, is there a wreath around it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are we getting into? The theory, another
yeah.
surefire piece of evidence. According to conspiracy theorists, there's a yellow wreath at the bottom of the right, at the bottom right on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Band album cover in the shape of a bass guitar.
I feel like if they said clue, I would be okay with it. Evidence.
Yeah.
Like, pisses me off.
Well, the fact that Macca played bass and that there was a
Oh.
wreath in the shape of a bass
Yeah.
is
Like
indisputable evidence that he died and was
Yeah.
replaced by a lookalike.
Like, almost like it's like in memory of Paul, we
Yes.
put this wreath here or something like that.
Such a
Yeah.
stretch.
I mean, wow, yeah.
This is like the people that go back and watch those Kubrick films,
Yeah.
find things that aren't there.
But Danny turns through the hallways on his big wheel 3 times left, 2 times right. 3 plus 2 is 5. That means...
That
you know,
means
like, what?
we never went to the moon, people.
Yeah, yeah. That had a lot of connections to the moon. Danny was the astronaut.
yeah. The logical the logical explanation: each Beatles member was allowed to choose a number of famous figures to appear on Sgt. Pepper's album. One of John's choices was his old bandmate and former Beatles
I'd like
member
to do
Stu.
my old bandmate and Beatles member
Sutcliffe
Stu.
originally-
Stu Sutcliffe.
Stu originally played bass in the band, and the bass
Pete Best
guitar
was a
wreath
cunt.
is most likely a tribute to him because he died in
But
'62.
Stu Sutcliffe was a wonderful
Which is
man.
nice. Another one.
Yeah.
Number 3. I
What
buried
about,
Paul Strawberry Fields Forever. Have
Pete
you heard
Best,
about
Stu
that?
Sutcliffe. Wasn't there one other one? I can never remember. There's like, I swear there's 3 that are like the...
I think it was Mitch Mitchellson.
Extra Beatles, yeah. Strawberry Fields Forever?
Yeah.
What?
Number 3, I Buried Paul from Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh, I buried Paul.
The theory in the
Shovel.
outro of Strawberry Fields Forever, Lennon can be heard on the left channel of the recording
Be high or low.
to say something along the lines of, I buried Paul.
I buried Paul.
The fact that it's...
Come here, give me the shovel.
The fact that it's pan hard left on the recording suggests it was picked up on a cymbal microphone.
I
That
hope
John
the
was standing
recorder
near
isn't on.
Ringo's drum kit.
So, we're not still recording Sgt. Pepper, right? Okay, anyway, when we kill Paul and bury him... No one's recording this? Are you sure? Not at the
Perfect.
end of Strawberry Fields Forever?
Forever.
Okay. We'll bury Paul.
What's the explanation, Craig? The Beatles were
That's
fully
it. We figured it
aware
out.
of the Macca look-alike rumors at the time, and it's perfectly possible that a man with John Lennon's sense of humor could have just been trolling us, which definitely is probably what it is.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, number 4, 28 IF.
28 as fuck? Oh, that'd be AF.
Yeah. That sounds like something Logan Paul would say.
Yeah.
Because he's walking through a suicide forest.
As fuck. He's in a noose AF.
Whoa, bro, are you, you're dead as fuck, right?
Whoa, that noose is on fleek. Now, even on fleek.
Hey, dude, it's too bad you can't buy any of my merch because you're taking a nap forever.
Oh my god.
But for all you bros out there...
Your neck looks a little stretched out right now.
It looks a little crook back.
Oh my god.
28 IF, a little bit of social commentary, people. The theory, the registration plate on the Volkswagen Beetle on the cover of the Abbey Road reads LMW 28IF. Conspiracy theorists claim that this is a reference to the fact that Paul McCartney would have been 20 years old at the time of the Abbey Road release.
For 28?
28, rather, yeah. What did I say?
I think you said 20, or I might have just heard it wrong.
28 at the time of the Abbey Road release and still been alive. Explanation, this isn't a difficult one to disprove. McCartney was actually 27 at the time Abbey Road was released, not 28.
So, yeah, there's a little hole in that
Yeah, exactly.
Because he would have been 28. Well, 27. But it's pretty close.
But if you wait a couple months, it'll work
That
out.
makes no sense.
Number 5, Billy Shears. Billy Shears. Billy Shears?
Shears him. I hardly knew him.
The name Billy Shears is the first line in this track. Theory, in the Sgt. Pepper's album, the Beatles reference that they have formed a new band with the one and only Billy Shears.
Billy Shears.
Billy Shears is thought to be the name of Paul's replacement. The explanation, logical as it might be, the Beatles, under an incredible amount of pressure to come up with a number 1 album after already have coming up with 7 of them, helped channel their creativity by coming up with aliases such as Billy Shears during the recording process.
Billy Shears.
After years of writing songs, you need to do something a bit different in order to write something a bit different.
You know, Billy, you look just like Paul.
He
died, you know. Want to join the band?
I like
He is a
antidotes.
bass.
I like telling people I don't really know about my
Learn how to
dead
play a
bandmates.
bass left-handed. Like, how can you just do that?
No big deal.
Yeah.
Number 6, he blew his mind out in a car. A day in the life. Theory.
He blew his mind out in a car.
While the various Macca look-alike theories all involve Macca dying in a car, the cause of the death varies. One theory is that he took his own life.
He blew his mind out in a car?
And that this is a reference by Lennon in the track A Day in the Life.
That's nutty.
The explanation? If you look beyond that fact that the change from Lennon section of Day in the Life to the McCartney section is the most McCartney thing ever. Yes, I used McCartney as a verb there. And then this is still a tedious piece.
I woke up, got out of bed,
Yeah.
ran the comb across my head, went outside and I went for a smoke.
Number 7.
So that's it. He that whole part's true. Because what's he say? Like the lyrics basically are him doing drugs and getting high.
Yeah.
Basically, and then
that other
apparently got
gentleman
into a car and blew his mind out in a car.
Yeah. I don't like that. People shouldn't do that. Alright, number 7.
I read the news today, oh boy.
Paul is dead.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Is that a lyric in one of their songs? Yellow submarine, Paul is dead, I miss him. Yellow submarine.
Was that recording? I hope not.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like low parts in the backgrounds of their songs where you're
they keep blowing it,
getting picked up on a microphone. You know, I still can't believe we replaced Paul with Billy Shears.
And we're going to get away with it. Nobody will ever know.
And I'm reaping all the benefits. Oh my god.
And then slowly, like a drape goes past his face.
Yeah.
Oh
and
God.
Linda can't even tell the difference. Fuck, she started a band called Wings with him. Like, is that the idea that Billy Shears started Wings and also the entire Paul McCartney solo catalog, canon?
It's a long con.
Like his side projects.
Lennon just, it turns out that Lennon might just be, like some kind of master villain at this point.
Yeah.
That he's trolling the world.
He's the Joker or something.
Alright, so the theory of, on the top of he blew his mind out in the car theory.
Yeah.
Some also claim that if you play I'm So Tired backwards, John can be heard saying, Paul is dead. I miss him.
Oh.
I miss him.
Not you, Dad. Oh, I miss him.
Some people claim you can hear, will Paul be there as Superman on A Day in the Life?
Will Paul be there as Superman?
The explanation, you can play almost any song backwards and hear a phrase if you want to hear it enough. It's the same reason we see faces in clouds or ghosts in the background of photos. Yeah. John completely denied he put backwards messages in songs.
Not for a
but
second did
as
I do it.
Previously mentioned, the band were aware of the theories about Paul and Lennon, who had an incredible sense of humor, who could be trolling us, which I do think that most likely is the case.
John was a troll. Remember we always talk about the first, like, Ed Sullivan appearance, and they kind of walk in and the reporters are just, like, dazzled by the whole thing. They're just, like, all talking to all the Beatles, and the Beatles are, like,
and this is the Fab Four days, too. They're very young.
This is just coming over
all
to America.
Matching.
Very young, all matching, in the suits with the mop tops, and they're all these reporters are, like, taking turns talking to them, and they're kind of walking around and mingling. And John walks up to one of the reporters and he's like, oh, hello. And he just kind of like looks at the camera. I don't even think he says anything. Just like waiting for the guy to talk to him. And the guy's like, oh, golly gee, your hair is so long, sonny. What? They're so like square.
He's dressed for like Sunday morning church.
Super square. And he's just like, oh, gosh, so many Beatles. Which one are you? He's like, oh, I'm Eric. I happen to be Eric. The guy's just like, oh,
just confused.
You're Eric? Yes. So he just like, and the guy, you can tell the reporter's like, there's no Eric in the band, but they're not.
But they all look the same.
He's not sure. Yeah, like they don't know yet who everybody like. They're not,
that's right before they just
before
became...
it blew up in America. I guess they are pretty big. Yeah,
oh wow.
But yeah, it's just hilarious. Like
that's before Lennon had to take out Macca.
Yeah, and bury him.
Yeah.
Well, he blew his mind out in a car.
Alright, more after this.
Oh, so he's wounded. Huh? He's wounded. Yeah, but it's up to him to mend himself, and we're giving him every opportunity. He fucking left the band! He fucking left the band! Which part of that is... Hello? You know what I mean? He fucking left the band! I mean, period. Exclamation point. Yeah. Which part of that is forgotten? Which part of that got left out of the equation? The fuck did we turn into the bad guys? I don't understand that part. He fucking left the fucking band. Jesus Christ.
Welcome back. Let's spend the night together. Thank you for spending your night with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
It's such a jolly little David Byrne action here.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So, Craig, I have a new but old segment.
Ah.
Old but new. I'm not sure.
Old but new.
Let It Bleed.
Ah, this is an older segment. We've done like what maybe twice or once.
Perhaps. I think the first was some kind of tiger attack in China.
Oh, yeah.
Tiger mauling.
Yeah.
The zoo's there.
That one was funny.
Yeah, maybe
What?
you don't, have it so you can drive your car, your family vehicle into the zoo.
Into the zoo, yeah.
It's like a mile of like
And
open
then your
terrain.
Mother-in-law gets out.
Gets mauled. That might happen.
I'd just let her get mauled. I don't care for my mother-in-law.
Oh man, hot take. Get no respect. That's a great joke. But anyways, yeah.
I love good comedy.
Let it bleed.
Comedy?
Yes.
Okay. Comedy and go.
Now with this segment, I try to find an interesting article off the internet. A little macabre, a little gory.
For Let It Bleed?
Yeah, but I wanted to share it with the audience.
Yeah, because we'll speak
And
about it
today-
in kind of a more clinical, surgical kind
Exactly.
of way, where it shouldn't.
We're
shouldn't
learned
offend
doctors.
anybody.
There's many books,
Yeah.
leather-bound books around here.
But if we
Rich
somehow
mahogany
do
walls.
manage to offend somebody, I mean, we already had a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode, so we can say whatever
Very true.
we want.
Yeah. Really, I mean, if you're offended, you should look at why that word offends you.
Yeah.
And maybe what somebody's actually trying to say. I don't know.
And go to the dark web. Those people,
Yeah.
they'll help you with
Go
it.
to Kiwi Farms, get some
Oh my
Bitcoin.
God.
Taxation is theft.
I would invest in Bitcoin.
Tower 7 never happened.
Right fucking now.
And with
All
that,
right?
let it bleed. We have an article courtesy of the UK Sun.
Oh.
It was like a volcano. Granddad's testicles exploded after contracting
no.
African salmonella on dream holiday to Tunisia.
More like nightmare. Am I right?
Can you imagine? All right, so
Wait, so the first line of the headline.
there's so much to work with there.
A lot to say.
All right, settle in,
The
folks.
first line of the headline is a quote.
It was like a
My
volcano.
dear God, it was like a fucking volcano, said the man's wife.
It was like Mount Vesuvius.
End quote. Said Mount Vesuvius.
I felt
Oh my
like one of the
God.
doomed population of Pompeii when I
Oh
saw
my
it.
God. Remember Dante's Inferno? Yeah, it sucked even worse than
Yeah,
that.
this was the fifth ring.
It was worse than that. There's a volcano in that movie. Yeah, I guess it burst like that.
It was like a volcano. Granddad's testicles exploded. All right, this poor guy, yeah.
Or is that his name? Granddad?
David Worsley, 59, was left
Oh, they put his poor name in there.
agony. Oh, wait till you see his picture. Pop it up right there. When his
Is it a below the belt picture of him?
Here, let me just show you a picture. This man, I've never saw a man, and he has his
Yeah,
legs
let me
crossed
see.
too. I've never seen a man so solemn.
Okay.
He is
Wow.
poor gentleman. All right.
He has the look of the face and look of a man whose testicle just burst.
He kind of looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys with no hair.
Yeah, he kind of does.
So David Worsley, 59, was left in agony when his private swelled to 10 times the normal size.
Yeah.
Before his left testicle
10 times?
exploded like a volcano. Yes.
Whoa.
As he took a bath.
As he took a bath?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
All
it
right.
started fucking inflating.
The granddad was in agony as
Yeah.
his private swelled to 10 times their normal size when he got home.
What were his grandkids doing?
I don't know. Oh yeah, he was okay.
Grandpa, our mom said not to
he-
go in there when you're taking a bath.
Oh man, do you think it was from like a toilet or something? Where do you
Oh.
get? So he caught African salmonella, a strain of the infection which is confined to his genital area.
Oh,
In
if you're gonna get
Tunisia.
salmonella, you may as well get testicle salmonella. Just get it right out of the way. Get it over with. It's like the cold.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, just get your first flu out of the way.
So
Build up
when
immunity.
the granddad got home, his testicles 10 times the normal size. His left testicle then burst as he had taken a bath.
That's the one that was and growing, right?
Yes, and he's now taking legal action against the tour operator.
Against his balls?
He said, I was told that I had a rare form of salmonella called African salmonella. After the holiday, me testicle had swollen to the size of a grapefruit. Oh. And it was so heavy it was like it was made of glass.
See, now he's just bragging.
This poor wifey there.
Oh my god.
Me and me Julie.
She's hugging him, but she's like leaning away, like, oh my god. So is she the one that was quoted?
yeah, that was exactly.
Blew up like a fucking volcano. What do you mean? What did it look like?
He said,
they're like, can you word that a little different? We need to quote that for
my fucking balls. He said,
I know, I don't care what it looked like. Judy, call the fucking 911.
He's just saying, just kill me. It hurts so bad. God. Just do it. She's like, honey, I don't want to do it. They're just your testicles.
Honey, it burst like a volcano. I know, but fucking...
It's like Mount Vesuvius down there. So he went on to say...
Honey, I don't go down there, honey.
The pain was so bad I thought I was going to die. When it finally exploded, I felt fantastic.
Oh my god.
So that's... Okay, so that is the quote that I really wanted to get to. When it finally...
Just busted. He busted, not literally. And we're going to keep it pretty highbrow.
When it finally exploded, I felt fantastic.
Oh my god. Story of my life.
It was such a relief. So, if you will, please.
That's what I would agree.
If you will.
It's kind of a relief.
Yeah.
Release. Or is that what he's...
The ultimate release.
Okay, yeah.
So
when
he exploded...
And then what happened to his ball?
Yeah. If you will, imagine a world where your testicle raises at 10 times the normal size, and after you take a bath, it blows up. Oh. This place is called the Twilight Zone.
It's called heaven?
Yeah, it's my little Rod Serling.
That's your Rod Serling?
Alright, the pain was so bad, I busted a nut, literally. He said, oi, the doctor said I was highly contagious, and I wasn't allowed to sleep with me wife, me Julie. And I was walking around
I don't think that bothered her.
Holding them all the time. It was so heavy.
Oh my god. Oh, you mean I don't have to... I mean, I can't have sex with my giant testicle husband?
Well, I mean...
husband?
I would love to be a fly on the wall in that room where he's like, alright, listen, I'm no longer contagious.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we were intimate.
Yeah.
I want you to give me some oral release.
Just imagine it's like a football that I have resting on my leg, and then just ignore it like I set a football there while you move me ahead.
I have some penicillin right here in case any part of you starts to inflame.
Straight into the
gets
ball.
Swollen. I'm going to stab you right in the heart.
I'm going to stab my own enlarged testicle right in the middle of it.
This is the antidote will go right into your spinal column, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll
be good to go.
Or you might be paralyzed the rest of your life. But my ball will always be huge.
You went on to say, a few days later, I woke up about 5 a.m. with the most excruciating pain in my left testicle. I could barely move. I was in tears from agony. David from Bolton said it literally went bang.
Oh, bang? That should have been the headline instead of the exploded like a volcano. It literally went bang.
It was a gunshot.
Young man has his testicle like...
Somebody heard a bang like across the hall. They're like, all right, that's one of three things. It's either a gunshot, a firecracker, or a man's testicles blowing up.
Or he has African salmonella.
One of those things. He said it literally went bang. When the doctor saw it later, she said that it was like a volcano.
I had pop rocks in my scrotum.
She said it was a volcano exploding.
Ugh.
But it was such a relief because the pain had been so bad. Yes, you keep reiterating how good your balls felt blowing up.
And then they asked his wife what it was like when she gave him head, and he said, and she said it exploded like a volcano.
Talk about a humble brag. Yeah, we get it. You went on holiday and you came home with something, and now you got your name in the paper. Big deal. All right.
What country were they from? They were from England.
Yeah. says it has definitely affected me psychologically. It's a big part of being a man. It's gone now.
Oh, his testy?
Mm-hmm. The security guard was with wife Joanne, 50, at the Rue Marco Polo Hotel in Hamet when he fell ill in 2014. Despite sickness and a high temperature, he claims the TUI rep said, you have sunstroke, mate.
Oh my... Wait, it happened to him again?
No. It's when he was on holiday, right? And they were just like, no, you just have sunstroke. He's like, no, I feel sick.
No, my testicle looks like a Tom Brady's football. Except less deflated than Tom Brady's football.
And successful.
They're like, no,
less successful.
That's just a sunburn.
It's sunstroke. That's just sunburn.
No, a part of my body exploded.
I heard a bang. I woke up the dog.
Oh my god.
Like, oh?
It sounded like someone Aaron Judge taking batting practice. Just like...
Back home, he spent 10 days in hospital, but the burst came a day after he was discharged. God, come on. So you leave, you're infected, you go home, you're in hospital for 10 days, and the day you go home, your balls blow up.
So he's discharged from the hospital, and then his scrotum discharged his testicle.
It discharged itself. Representing him, Hannah Crosby of law firm Slater and Gordon, in case you want to get some legal work done,
It's the law firm of Slater and Gordon.
Yeah.
We take care of any testicular needs in law.
Personally, we do our line, our lawyers and things like that, they call from the Franklin and Bash law firm.
Yeah, they're on retainer. We have Bash on retainer.
They've always treated us well.
Oh my god!
Shout out to them.
Do you ask your girlfriend to stomp on your balls with high heels, and one of them accidentally burst, and you want to be represented in court? Call Slater and Gordon. It's no problem, innit?
We've been around the block, mate. It's all good. You won't even go to jail. We might get you, some quid out of it.
Come on.
Granted, you're not a man anymore, right? You still got a toddler, but, there's nothing down there.
You got half your balls in it. That's right.
So Slater and Gordon said, this is one of the worst holidays from hell I've ever seen.
And TUI said, my ball exploded.
Yeah, I'm in constant pain and I can't sit down and my wife won't fuck me. TUI said it would be inappropriate to comment because of the legal proceedings.
So... This is what, like, the true story of what happened to Lance Armstrong?
Yeah.
Is the true story? Those are the little germ guys.
Those are the little germs that live in his balls.
Oh my god, for the rest of his life.
African salmonella. Yeah.
They don't go away. Are they gonna infect the other ball?
I hope not.
I
think they managed to keep it quarantined.
And
Didn't Pixar make
about salmonella, African salmonella.
Yeah, wasn't that a movie with Jerry Seinfeld and Woody Allen?
Yeah, I think so.
Taye Diggs was in it too.
Taye Diggs.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah. Well,
I think Amy Schumer did a voice.
Oh no.
She was the salmonella.
Yeah. Yes, Amy, we get it. You have a smelly vagina.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, more after this.
I am woke. I mean, let me tell you something. I am the most woke individual that any of these people have ever met. Maybe if you could get a little more woke, you might have an idea what's going on. But I mean, I am just woke. I am sitting in this chair. I am so woke. I am woke as you know what. I am woke.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's spend the night together. Took a small break.
Yeah.
Had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Xanax. Feeling good.
Some rosé you're drinking, yeah.
Now, Craig, me and you had discussed, we always love talking about songs, right?
Yeah.
We discussed maybe taking songs apart. Huh. We're a bit of raconteurs ourselves. We're saying, let's take apart these songs, maybe some songs that people have heard, some famous songs, maybe not so famous. Yeah. And we'll get down to the nitty-gritty. narrow.
Take apart the lyrics.
Yeah, take apart the lyrics. The maps of meaning, if you will.
Oh no!
So
is that how deep we're going?
Yeah, it's Jordan Peterson.
Oh no!
But that's a whole other subject. But this one's called, this new segment, Craig, I'm very proud to present. Sings a song, sounds like she's singing.
Ooh, baby, ooh.
Man.
Yeah.
This is just getting...
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Ooh is right. All right, so Kenny Rogers, Ruby, don't take your love to town. We're going to go line by line,
Ruby.
verse by verse. We're going to figure it out.
You've painted up your lips and rolled and curled your tinted hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere?
Okay. Woman named Ruby, innocent enough. She's getting dressed up. She's going to try to look nice for somebody.
Yeah.
Narrator, we don't know who he is yet. It sounds nice. Completely innocent song.
Mm-hmm.
The shadow on the wall tells me the sun is going down.
Oh. There's the first edition backing him up.
Don't take your love to town.
Oh my god.
Okay. So he's noticing that the sun is going down. Ruby is getting all dolled up. He's worrying about her.
Oh.
Bringing her love to town.
So. Okay.
All right, let's continue.
I think
It wasn't me that started that old crazy Asian war.
It wasn't me that started.
Whoa.
I knew I'd get you.
Holy shit.
There was a crazy Asian war for those people out there.
Oh my god.
Korea in the 50s, then we had Vietnam.
Oh my lord.
Some of our listeners, I'm sure, probably fought in that war.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Considering our age demographic, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't him that started that old crazy Asian war.
It wasn't.
Let's keep going.
Was it the first edition? Probably not them either.
Proud to go into my patriotic show.
No, he was drafted. He was proud. He was proud to serve his country. He had no problem killing the yellow man or whatever they refer to them at that point. Not very PC. They're not very...
Ruby, I wished you were there with me, but I had to shoot a bunch of VC. Ruby, don't take your love to town.
So he got drafted. He's very proud.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be.
Hey, Kenny, how do you shoot the women and children? Oh, it's easy. You just lead them less than you do the men.
So he's saying that since he's got back from the war, he's the half the man that he used to be. It's just fucking sad at this point.
Wow.
And he needs some company. You know, he's just asking Ruby for company.
Yeah. True that I'm not the man I used to be.
Mm.
It's just the ballad of Lieutenant Dan.
A man whose legs are bent and paralyzed.
Okay.
Oh my. Wow, he got really on the nose. Like, some lyrics are kind of more like lyrical and poetic and metaphorical, and then some of them are just like, my legs got fucked up by a bomb that went off next to my knee.
Said that it's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed.
Yeah. When I looked into that VC's eyes.
All right. Have you guessed what's going on in the song yet?
I mean, I'm getting a lot, but I haven't, like,
this is a
fully
great song,
figured
you
it
know?
out. Yeah.
All right. Man. Kenny Rogers, Ruby, don't take your love to town. All right.
And the wants and the needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize.
So just like stay with me before I die. You can go fuck other dudes. Oh, Ruby.
Don't take your love to town.
Like,
Okay, so
to town, does he mean like? I mean, after the first verse, it sounded like he was talking about like his girl is a prostitute. Now it's the story of the song.
yeah,
Right, take your love to town. You got all dolled up.
yeah.
And then you come home smelling like whiskey and your face has white sticky stuff on it.
And you have all this extra cash out of nowhere.
$1 bills. But then it starts to sound more like it's like, please don't leave me before I die. I'm a sad, crippled man.
Yeah,
like,
Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
I went over there.
Which it gets super sad.
Super sad.
Yeah.
So he's
there,
pleading for
shot
his
these
wife
men
not
down.
to go have sex with truck drivers.
Yeah.
That's
Even
pretty
though
hard.
some of the men I shot couldn't have been older than 8. Oh my God, Kenny. Maybe you shouldn't have shot them.
She's leaving now, because I just heard the slamming of the door.
You know, they say that once you lose one sense, all the other senses
Yeah.
come homed in. Maybe when your
So
legs
she
are
slammed
bent
the door.
and paralyzed,
Yeah.
maybe your sense of
Hearing.
hearing gets a little more
You hear,
improved.
oh, she slammed the door.
Oh, she's gonna go fuck
She's
somebody.
gone. She's gonna go fuck a trucker. Must be it.
The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
The way it sounded like a gunshot from a VC's
M4.
M16 M4.
And that was the last time I saw my friend from church.
Oh my God.
We left him there in the yellow land.
Oh my- in the rice fields
Ooh-wee.
of my dreams.
Oh my God.
And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground.
Okay, finally, we get some clarity and some honesty. If
my
he could
God.
move, he'd get his gun and put her in the ground.
Oh my God.
So he's saying
Just like I
that
did to 1,000 VC that one year in Vietnam.
he's just what's his name? It's Willem Dafoe from Platoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Elias, you think you're a water walker, Elias?
When I crawled on hands and knees with a knife in my mouth and snuck up behind those dirty VC.
Let's do the whole fucking village. All right.
I'd get my gun and put her in the ground.
Oh my God. I shot a lot of unarmed men.
Most of them had families.
I orphaned a lot of kids, Ruby.
So that was Kenny Rogers on the
Rogers.
ones and the twos. Kenny Rogers.
Oh, did
Ruby,
you notice?
don't take your love to town.
So the chorus is, it goes, the first chorus is, "Oh Ruby, don't take your love to town."
Yes.
That's the title of the song. Next one, "Oh Ruby, I still need some company." Then, "Oh Ruby, don't take your love to town." "Oh Ruby, don't take your love to town." My favorite one, "Oh Ruby, for God's sakes, turn around."
He's pleading with her. For God's sakes, turn around before I have to go get my gun to do something.
I don't
that-
want to shoot a woman in the back.
Don't make me go and do something we're both going to regret.
Yeah. That's what I said to that young man in the fields. He popped out of a foxhole.
You wouldn't be the first woman I've killed.
Oh my
I had
God.
to kill a mama's son in
Many of these men surrendered, but I stabbed them with a bayonet.
Ruby. You know, the thing is that you can't be mad at the guy because he sings. It's like an angel's voice.
Yeah.
It's so robust at the same time.
It is robust.
Not this toxic masculinity that I hear on the radio now.
No, he's very...
Enough with that shit.
He's very enlightened.
Feminine.
And, yeah.
Where are you
I
on
think
the
he's
spectrum?
a feminist. I think Kenny Rogers is a feminist for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Most likely from that last song that we heard.
Yeah, oh, Ruby.
I'm sure that was very empowering.
Ruby was a powerful woman. Yeah.
I'm gonna the gauntlet. I'm gonna throw it to you, Craig. So,
Oh, wow.
So
This is
you're going to have to pick the next
Yeah.
Sings a song, sounds like she's singing.
It's not the first time I've had a gauntlet thrown at me.
There was that time in the Castro, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh my god.
All right.
The gauntlet.
Segment, Craig.
Yeah.
Born in the USA.
The best snare sound you ever want to hear.
This is shit.
The snare sound is shit.
Born down in a little down. It'll hit the ground.
The truckers bent me over when I hit the ground.
I got rolled in by 5 truckers.
Oh my god.
I thought I could take them all on, but boy, I was wrong.
They said, boy, you wearing those tight jeans? We just can't help ourselves.
No. All right, so we're talking Born in the USA.
He looks good on the Born in the USA.
This is a segment that we use to highlight some of the best stories around these United States of America. And
we
today,
had a similar segment called Cruis'n USA.
We do.
But I think this has kind of eclipsed it, usurped it.
Exactly.
Either one of those.
Exactly.
I'm going to edit out the one that I don't like as much.
The story comes courtesy of The Drive from Oregon. People in Oregon are freaking out about the thought of pumping their own gas under a new law.
Poor guys.
2018 brings a fresh hell to the residents of Oregon.
Oh my god.
The new year is but 2 days old, so it's a bit of an old story. And already we've had a nasty online debate on our hands, but don't worry, this isn't about politics. No, follow along to the Pacific Northwest, where the fine people of Oregon have themselves an internet freakout for the ages over the prospect of having to pump their own gas. The horror.
Wow.
Horror.
That's not the Oregon way.
No. Certainly not the trail either.
I'm surprised Mr. Mayor let that law pass.
Up until January 1st, 2018, Oregon was one of the 2 states, the other being good old Jersey, that required every filling station be staffed by attendants who pump your gas for you. But last spring, the state legislature passed a law allowing gas stations in rural countries, I like how I said that, with less than 40,000 residents to abandon the full-service model and let customers man the pumps themselves.
Okay.
The new law went into effect on Monday.
So bigger cities still have service?
Yes. Or you have your own pump. Or, service rather, yes.
Like you have someone come out and do it for you?
Mm-hmm.
So like Portlandia still has...
They still have
regular,
service.
Yeah. Employees.
But these smaller, but if it's a county with less than 40,000 residents, they have to man the pumps themselves.
Wow.
We should stop here and to point out a key word about allowing
law.
Yeah, station owners are under no obligation to ditch their attendants, nor are they required to let drivers pump their own gas. It's just an option.
Oh, okay.
The full-service gas station seems to be a surprisingly strong part of the Oregonian identity, which that is true every time we've passed through there.
They're gonna,
and
they're probably gonna think like they, won't all of them probably fire their attendants though?
Yeah,
because it's like, why pay for this guy if I don't have to? You know?
Well, it's dangerous work to pump your gas.
Yeah, totally.
So there's been. There's been outrage, hordes of people who, they just do not know how to pump their own gas. There's been all kinds of complaints and concerns ranging from smelling like gasoline to spontaneous combustion.
Smells like gasoline.
But they're all hilarious and they're complete disregard.
Spontaneously combust out there, bro?
For the fact that the vast majority of drivers in the world manage to fill their own tanks on a regular basis without dousing themselves in fuel, circa the Rage Against the Machine cover.
Yeah, really.
Or setting their car on fire. So you have a look at some of the replies to Facebook. Yeah. This was kind of the funniest parts. These are from Oregonians. I've lived in this state all my life, and I refuse, all in caps, to pump my own gas. I had to do it once in California. while visiting my brother and almost died doing it. This is a service.
Oh my God!
This is a service only qualified people should perform. I will literally park at the pump and wait until someone pumps my gas. I can't even. Another person said, I don't want to pump my own gas. Hate the smell and having to get into the winter in a skirt? No way. Somebody else said, no, disabled, seniors, people with young children in the car need help. Not to mention getting out of your car with transients around and not feeling safe too. This is a very bad idea.
Having to be around these people.
Yeah, other people.
Yeah.
No. People need these jobs, and some of us get sick from standing in the cold / rain after sitting in our heated cars.
Yeah, the frozen tundra of Oregon.
Oh my God. Somebody else said, the last one, yuck, pumping my own fuel in freezing temperatures and handling a nasty old fuel nozzle that 50 other people have touched that day.
Oh my God.
And who knows what cooties are on there. No, thank you. It's nice to not have a pump, to pump your own fuel. It is.
What are people jerking off and then pumping their gas and they accidentally get some residue on the, like what? I mean, it's just like anything in public. Yeah, it's dirty.
Yeah.
I hope nobody jacked off.
Or a doorknob, possibly.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
every doorknob.
Finally, somebody says, I don't even know how to pump gas. And I am 62, a native Oregonian.
I won't learn anything new.
And I say, in caps, no thanks. I don't want to smell like gasoline.
Oh my God. Poor guys. How'd they get through this?
I don't know. So hang in there, brave people of Oregon.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to the fine people of Oregon in cities with populations of 40,000 or under.
Yeah.
Feel really bad for you.
I'm sure we probably have a lot of listeners.
So, yeah. I've heard, I want to say even some pumps say this, where they say, don't use your cell phone while you're filling up your gas.
Yes, I've heard that too.
Where it like builds up static electricity, and then when you go to like pull it out or put it in.
We still talking about gas?
Yeah. It might like spark and catch fire.
Mm-hmm. Does that ever happen to you, like once or twice?
A couple times, yeah.
Damn. They should call you
stood there and went
Johnny Blaze. You just blow it out.
Blew it out, yeah. My that happened, except instead of me, it was my new mixtape.
Just hot fire.
Hot fire, yeah.
It took me a second to come around to that one, but
you shouldn't have ever come around that.
All right, one more segment, Craig. What do you think? And then we're out of these parts.
That sounds fine and dandy.
All right, and this is probably one of my favorite segments that we have.
Yeah.
Take my breath away. That sweet, sweet emotion.
Go find that significant other and give him an extra hard kiss on the lips.
Hold him tight, never let him go.
Yeah.
So we have a history of talking about all types of love here.
You have a foolish lover in their game.
We don't discriminate here.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of sexuality you might be, gender or what have you.
Yeah.
It's all good. But really, we just like to explore different people's relationships. You know,
I explore my own sexuality. Openness.
Really?
And
interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go exploring after the show.
Maybe.
Like Magellan.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we talking about? Take my breath away. Now this. Now.
This is a big segment.
Rarely do I find that there's a segment or an article rather that seems like it was made just for this show.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in the weird news category, courtesy of Huffington Post.
Oh, the HuffPo.
Take my breath away. Woman claims she's had sex with 20 ghosts and prefers them to men.
Really?
Yeah.
20 ghosts. Do ghosts have genders?
That's a good question.
Or a gender identity?
I'm not sure. I know you're Dragon Kim.
Yeah.
A woman in Bristol, England.
I'm a Pokemon.
We're just staying over the pond, man. This whole episode has been...
He's 20, guys. What's the matter?
What's the big diff?
This is 25 or 30,
18,
that's too
isn't
much,
it?
but 20's nothing.
A woman in Bristol, England,
Fuck
really
2 or 3
likes
ghost love.
spirited lovemaking,
Yeah.
and only ghosts need apply. Slimer, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, really.
Amethyst Realm.
That's her name?
Her
Who's
name
Realm?
is Amethyst Realm, a 27-year-old spiritual guidance counselor.
Okay.
I wonder what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Do you go to college for that? Says that she's had sex with
It's a
at
very
least...
prestigious website she got that degree from.
She says that she's had sex with at least 20 ghosts.
Oh, at least 20.
She prefers them
modest.
to men.
Yeah, that's what do you know if they're men ghosts? Is that going to be revealed?
Amethyst appeared
I
on
think
the
she means
British
living men.
TV show ITV this morning on Thursday to discuss
Slow
what
news
being
day.
ghosted is really like. Is that like being blacked?
Slow ghosted.com. That's a slow news day in Bristol, England. There, I guess.
The first
It's
experience.
blacked and ghosted. No,
The first experience was 12 years ago.
This was my first time being ghosted, and oh my god, he was so big.
The first experience was 12 years ago, she said,
Yeah.
after she and her then fiance moved into a new house. And she felt the presence of a strange entity. HuffPost could not reach Amethyst for comment on her story, which is too bad.
He just.
Whoa! Well, did he come or not?
I know. Sometimes you have to just slow down with the.
Easy, bruv, easy.
Just thinking about, like, did he pull out when he shot his ectoplasm, or did he? Was that in? Do you have a ectoplasm condom or something?
A lady never tells, but
Yeah.
Amethyst isn't a lady, so here we go.
Yeah.
It started
She's
as an
ghost him?
energy.
She slept with Patrick Swayze.
It started as an energy, she said, then became physical. There was
Yeah.
pressure on my thighs
Oh god!
and breath on my neck.
It felt like a cold breeze.
I just always felt safe. I had sex with a ghost.
Yeah.
You can feel it. It's difficult to explain. There was a weight and a weightlessness. A physical breath and stroking,
Yeah.
and the energy as well.
And stroking and pounding and slamming
Yeah, that's
and gaping. And it's like, oh, ma'am, slow down. Yeah, I don't think you need to be that descriptive.
Amethyst said she had an affair.
And then it flipped me over, and then...
And it really, I mean, that's when it went to Pound Town.
Oh my. And I was finally ghosted for the first time.
And that's when it took it out, and I was like, oh my god, is it that big? It's as big as my forearm.
Oh my god. It was like, well, I'm like an ethereal being. I can shape it in any shape I want.
No big deal. Alright, Amethyst said that she had an affair with the ghost.
Casper. She was fucking... She fucked Stinky. She fucked Stinky, Stretchy, and Fatso.
Oh, man. They ran a train on her. Alright.
And Bill Pullman. That's his second appearance today.
I'm going to...
She fucked Bill Pullman.
That's one of the men that she's been with, actually.
Yeah.
So that's
The
one of the
ghosts were
reasons...
better.
He turned her to ghosts. I'd rather be ghosted. Alright. Amethyst said that she had an affair with the ghost for 3 years. But that it ended when her human husband came home from work early
Bill.
and saw the shadowy shape of a man through the window.
So he saw it too. What? Oh my god.
This is not just some ghostly apparition. I think there might be something else going on.
Yeah, he said, I kept telling him it just looked like this kind of semi-see-through, like, ghost spirit character, and for some reason my husband just saw it from the outside as a Hispanic man, 6'2",
Yeah.
that,
He thought it looked a lot like our
this guy I work with.
yeah, our mail carrier, Juan.
And that it looked like he ran out of the back door before he came in. I don't know.
Oh my god. Alright, since then, Amethyst hasn't strayed
It's a
from the
ghost.
paranormal pond.
Oh, no.
And said
and then
that
the next
she's...
night, my husband saw me fucking an alien.
And then the strangest thing happened.
And then Bigfoot gaped me.
So she hasn't strayed away from the paranormal pond and says that she's had sexual encounters with at least 20 ghosts.
Wow. The first one was just so good. Once you go ghost, you never go back? That was kind of...
What the... Oh my goodness.
That was kind of weak.
Yeah.
I apologize.
When a woman commented on the number of ghosts, or when this man commented on the number of ghost lovers she's had,
her husband?
His comment bordered on spooky slut shaming. So people are slut shaming her now.
But it was spooky. It like scare her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that slut shaming scared me. It was spooky.
I should imagine you have got quite a name for yourself in the spirit world. He said.
One of the guys on the
online said I would imagine they would be keen to visit you.
They're running trains on this girl.
Yeah.
So
Abraham Lincoln, Jimi Hendrix, and
they're all laying the wood.
Farrah Fawcett.
Oh my god!
They're all going up
Prince was probably dicked her down.
Now Amethyst wants to get pregnant by one of the ghosts. She said, talking about, I want to get ghosted and get pregnant by one of these people, or ghosts, rather. I've done a bit of research into phantom pregnancies, she said. There's a possibility that there's a possibility that it is a ghost in you, but people don't know how to carry it to full term. I don't even know what the fuck that means. All right, the problem, everybody knows that the problem with having ghost sex is that if you do become pregnant, you can't carry it to full term.
Yeah. So he did bust.
It won't die, though, because it's already technically dead
her.
now.
That's what got her pregnant.
I guess so, yeah. It's all that stuff that Egon was collecting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so...
She got slime.
Amethyst Realm isn't the first person to claim to have gotten down with a ghost. Singers Bobby Brown and Keisha also said that they've had supernatural sex sessions.
Oh my god.
Ghost researcher Alexandra Holzer says that those who've reported getting erotic with an apparition describe it as heavy, but not so hot. Quote, the people who report having sex with a ghost report feeling pressure on them and even penetration. But ghosts don't have warmth, she told HuffPo. When they're in the room, it's a very cold environment.
Yeah.
However, psychotherapist Tina, her name I can't pronounce,
believes
said that
she's full of shit.
Yeah, said that it's very possible that ghostly sexual encounters are actually a type of hallucination that occurs during the transition between wakefulness and sleep. Quote, such hallucinations can be extremely vivid and bizarre, and can include visual and auditory stimulation, she said. Stress, anxiety, depression, and trauma can make people more prone to this form of hallucination. Very strange stuff. Yeah. I don't even...
What a long, strange trip it's been.
Exactly right. I don't even know. I mean, I guess we have to go out after that because...
Fucking ghosts?
It is getting a little late, and I feel like... I don't know, maybe go on a Ouija board.
Do ghosts like it if you suck their cock? Because I've never actually talked to one, never experienced one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed yourself thoroughly, because I know I have. I had a real laugh, and as always, we hope that you walk away with something.
Yeah.
That you've learned.
Something about testicles for the second straight episode.
Yeah, I promise you, for those
sex.
listeners, maybe not as many testicle stories, but to be fair, I already have another one written down, so.
Oh my god.
You're getting another one, I don't give a fuck.
We like to talk about love and romance, and, well, that ends up being about, like, the freakiest sexual shit. But
I think it's beautiful. I think it's quite beautiful.
If they find it beautiful, that's good.
Maybe the ectoplasm, the cleanup.
Maybe Amethyst had a little ectoplasm on her face, neck and chest. Mm-hmm. But that's what she asked the ghost to do.
Yeah.
Casper to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to go get a Ouija board. Maybe we can,
yeah.
I don't know. Is there any particular people, ghosts, that you'd want to fuck?
Patrick Swayze, first of all.
Anybody else?
Ceramic
thing. Would you fuck him even if he wasn't a ghost?
Thing.
Most likely, right?
He
was still living?
Demi Moore or Patrick Swayze, 1994.
Oh, man. To me? Is the ball in my court?
Yeah.
I'd fuck that creepy ghost guy in the subway.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Helps him move the coin.
Yeah. Welcome to the Ghost Hour, where we talk about ghosts.
What about
every episode?
Oda Mae Brown.
Oda Mae Brown, Whoopi Goldberg, definitely my
movie.
favorite movie of hers.
Yeah.
It's too bad that she's on The View now.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
We could put Oda Mae Brown on the Ouija board and see what happens. See what kind of spirit that conjures.
Alrighty. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You've been listening to Let's Spend the Night Together. I am Dante, Sweet D, with me as always, my colleague, cohort, co-conspirator, Mac Daddy, Craig Dizzle. Thank you for listening. Peace.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?